Besides cleaning up this face here and taking the paper off, I've made sure that this line and these lines here just meet properly in the corner. So sometimes there's a little bit of adjustment in there. So now for the carving, what we've got is a sort of center arrow and some leaves coming off the side. So if we come in here, and we can do this by eye, about 2/3 of the way in and about 2/3 of the way on this side, and draw a line up to the top there. That'll be one side, and then this is the other side. So there's a central arrow like that. And then these veins come off, or these leaves come off the side. So we've got one coming somewhere about here, and it's going to come off like that. And there's another one comes round here. And if you notice, I'm using my hand like this with the pencil, and that helps me to draw this around. So this is going to come right off this bottom part, right over like that. Now you could get a template for this, or you can do it freehand, and then divide this into three points, and then again this is coming around and just merging in, and the same one here, merging in into the side like that. So if we do the same on this side, that's going to be about there. So this is coming out like this. And then this one is somewhere about here. It's coming right over. You see, it's actually more difficult to draw this way than that way, but I don't want to get in the way of the camera. So there's this one coming out. Divide this by 3. There's going to be one here, comes out like this, merges in with this line of the arrow, and one here, there. Now you could get a template, you could trace these in, whichever. I like to do it freehand because I think that just makes it a little bit more loose. So now we're going to put a V-tool along all these lines. So the first one with this side of the arrow. So I'm coming to the waist side of the arrow, straight up and feathering out to nothing at the top. I'm tilting the tool. Let's get that up there. Tilting the tool a little bit to that side. And on this side, now ideally this one should be cut in this direction. Oops. So really I should cut this one with the carving on the bench down below. But that'll do for now. And then this line here, if I just do this one side, I'm tilting over this way and I'm going to come around like this. I'm going to try and get a nice flowing line. So, picking up here. Oops. This one here. And then on this side, come right round, so we pick that up. And here, pick this up. This one. So I'm going to come right to the end like this. Yeah, a little bit messy, but that'll do for the moment, just to show you what I'm doing. I might have to clean up a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do now is take a gouge and really just round these over like this. Sort of rounded edges. So I'm going to use my mallet for this. Pick up that there. Now again, I don't want to go straight in. I want to go at an angle and produce a little delta. So I'm going to get that there. Now this one's a bit too tight here, so I won't do that one, but the same on this side. Keeping that corner clear. So what I've got now is an arch that's coming round like that, round like that. So this is the sort of shape I'm trying to get. And then to remove this wood in here, you can use your gouge just as we did before. Come along here. And on this side. And a bit down here. Now for that you might need a slightly, this is a slightly more curved gouge. Push that corner in, make sure that comes out a little delta there. And if you have problems getting in here, then of course you can use your skew chisel on this side also. I used a narrower gouge to get around this little bit in the corner here. This is a little bit fragile here, so you probably want to use your skew chisel to get into there. What's important is that all these angles are sloped. There's nothing square, so we're just coming down to a point in the middle. And in fact, what you can do later is you can get a triangular punch like this and just come in here and just strengthen that shadow with a little pop like that. And you can do this all over and every little delta that you can find on the carving. So once that bit's ready, we've got two more things to do, one of which is to give this end a little bit more interest, and the carving has this rounded over like that. So I'm going to take a little curve out of there on this side. You can either make it a full arch or two half curves rather. That doesn't want to come out, there you go. Then one last thing is to give some interest to this by just hollowing them. So we can start here and just hollow this out, and you'll see that quite likely one part of this frame is going to be with the grain, okay, and one part against. So make this little slicing cut, and you're going to have to come down in the opposite direction and marry the two in the middle. Similarly here, we'll start from the outside and hollow this form right around, and then being careful here not to push this off. We can come back this way a little bit, just get a sense of it coming out of the centre there, coming round. So work your way all round each corner, setting in these little leaves or drops, whatever you like to call them, and then hollowing them out like so on both sides. And then with that, each corner will be finished. We have one other small detail to do, and then our carving is going to be finished.